I am blown my mind away in this. You're gonna say over a sculptured art here of this thing. I have got to tell you, a year ago when I was traveling through here, they had actually, was it a year ago? Yeah, it was actually during Christmas. They had some lighting down here, right? And I got to tell you the story. Look at this thing. Now, when I first came to it, I couldn't figure out. Remember, I study all art. I study, I study sculptures. I study all different things, architecture like this. And I could not figure it out at the time. I said, what is this thing? It looks like a box. And I'm gonna explain this to you in a minute. I was like, what is this box, right? And it's got like these locks on it. It's all wrapped up. I'm heading somewhere with this. You wouldn't believe this. There's probably more to the story in this one. Okay, so what I've learned in the process going past this stuff was that there was a guy called Decode Your Reality. And he's the one that woke me up to go beyond the Bible. I'm gonna say it again, go beyond the Bible, folks. My friends, I keep telling you this. Okay, now here's the thing is, so we've got, because what he is called Jack in the Box. That's why I have Jack in the Box restaurants. That's why we have Jack in the Box. We've all been thrown in a box, okay? It's called Jack in the Box. And it's Jill if you're a lady. So Jack and Jill went up a hill, even story, right? So you're Jill if you're a lady, you've been thrown in this box. And we got to escape this. Now we're trying to help some people in that process escape the box. And it's like, it's like the Matrix or whatever you want to call it, the B system. Everything's trying to control you. Even like Tron, it's telling you, get out of that. You see, Tron says, get out of that simulation, that fake reality, okay? Because everything you know has been a lie. Everything, right? The truth. So Jack in the Box. And every time you try to make a move, you get thrown in the box. Like your friends, your family call conspiracy theorists, say you're insane. They'll say all this crud. But the problem is you are awake. You're the Jack that's awake in the box, okay? Now look at this thing. It is shattered. That's the thing. And guess what? Instead of being a box, it has three. There's actually three. I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3. At the time, I'm like, it doesn't make a full box. There's only 3 doors or gates, whatever, to this box. I said, where's the 4th one? That's what blows my mind. There's actually 3, and it's broken like a pyramid. So we're gonna have to diagnose this more, because remember, your creator and all these things, the entire world is talking to us. Even this architecture, whether it's evil or good, we're not even gonna judge that. Don't judge if it's evil or good, because sometimes the evil tells you about the good, sometimes the good ends up being evil. It's like a spiral, right? Okay, so we got a triangular formation of Jack in the Box, okay? Now I'm gonna go inside, guess what's inside? You're gonna love this. I'm even counting things, there's 3 lights. Everything's important, numbers, the way it's done, because everything was designed with intent. The whole world's been architectured, okay? Architecture, like arcs, angels, architected, architecture, the great architect, right? You gotta understand these things, all right? How many exits are outside this thing? We got 1, 2, I'm looking at these open things here. 3, I'm just doing this for personal notes later. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you got 3 out here, okay? Now here is our Jack in the Box, which actually has 3. Guess what? I'm gonna go inside and you actually see me. I'm wearing my hat. See, look at this. But okay, look at this. I put my hair down because it like sticks out like look Willy Wonka. So here's this. And actually I was gonna show these badges, not thing. This is from the American Legion, God bless their soldiers. And this one, and I don't know if you see this one right here, this is, oh, I'm sorry. You can't see this. I'm just gonna show you that this is American Legion. They gave this to me in honor, and I honor these guys, that's awesome. And then this is from one of the Native American tribes, okay? It actually has the moon, the cross, and the sun. And I gotta think about that for a minute, why they did this. I asked some questions about they weren't sure. All right, so you go inside here, guess what? We look up, and what do we see? I see, I don't know if you can see it. You can see a triangle formations, okay? All right, and I don't have a lot of batteries, so I'm trying to be fast, but I should slow down. There is a triangles, like multiple triangles forming through the light of these mirrors. It's a mirroring effect. So probably what happens when the sun or the moon hits through there, probably do some research, it probably does something unique. That this new world, this Mandela Effect architecture is very important. And I've seen them build a lot of things recently that if the sun is in a certain position, certain things will happen, all right? Or it could be the moon, I don't know. But see a trend. So also, what's important here is we have mirrors, right? And that's like, mirror, mirror on the wall, which is the Mandela Effect. It says magic mirror on the wall. By the way, I found some residue from original cartoon, an original cartoon that says mirror, mirror on the wall. But instead of being an evil lady behind that mirror, it was a guy. And I'm like, what? I remember being some like old witch lady when she goes mirror, mirror, when she goes mirror on the wall, there was another like evil witch or something. They're not a guy, but maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember that one very well. But I do know that that's, we do know it's a Mandela effect. Okay, so here I am, all right? So look at this. So if I look at myself in the mirror, see, that's this world. Every time you try to look through the mirror, everything's reflected back at you and you're trying to escape this. So you're Jack in the Box. So every time we look, you know what I mean? We're trying to look around. It's a mirror. You know, and I also say mirror is a portal to another dimension, another time. There's people say that, you know, that there's whole stories about mirrors. Mirror, mirror on the wall, a Bloody Mary, look in the mirror, that it's a dimension to a dark world or dark reality, okay? And that's what's weird is because this Earth, this new Mandela effect, was like a mirror because even the street lights are upside down. See how we got red, yellow, it used to be red at the top, yellow and green. It used to be green, yellow, and red, and we have validated that one, see? So everything's like a mirror reflection. And there's so much in there, as above, as below, mirror, parallel universe, parallel reality. This one's dark, oh my gosh. So anyway, but I think this is a combination that we are at the end times in the beginning, and that we have everything's combined in a singularity. I'll explain more about that. Everything's coming to a singular, like a black hole. We've all been sucked into this, and we're having a new beginning, okay? Because there are multiple realities, possibly 24 Earths or realities, but it's kind of like a code. I can explain that later. That was merging into one code line, okay? If you're in the software field, okay? So we have these mirrors, and I'm going to go on about these mirrors. Very important, and like I said, everything is angled. See how it's angled? The degrees, right? Even degrees are important. Mason's at 33-degree levels for a reason. That's 1 degree above freezing. Folks, that's the highest level of Freemason. 33, 1 degree above freezing. They say they're thawed, no longer ice, frozen. Well, anyway, so these things are solid. You got these. So that's going about. So I just want to make sure I get enough of this so you can see this, the architect. I'm trying to read if there's anything spiritual in the boards. Any faces or anything like that. To give us a better description. Actually, there's a tree over here that I recorded in another earlier video that had like a dog or something at the base. All right, so think about that. Welcome to comment on this. Decode your reality. Thanks to him for opening it. You got a circle here. And anyway, you know, and let's be careful how far you're going to rabbit hole, love one another. You know what I mean? Let's follow those rules and things like this. You know, we're here for peace and love. Keep reminding that, because that's what we're going to lead by. And you have the 2 horses, all right? White horse. Is that Christianity? The rider's on a horse. Now you got to remember, everything has a talking, the architect of this world. So the white horses mean something. There's only one in the Christian Bible. We have white and P.F. Chang's. What does that mean? You got to think about everything. Camelback Road. Guess what? Camelback. See, did you ever ride a camel? No, a donkey. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Scottsdale. You got to remember, everything can have a meaning. You don't want to go too far down because people lose their mind. You go all the way rabbit hole. You got Stockdale Capital Partners across the street, and Go Vig is over here. So I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Sometimes you have to think about this. And this is called the Trail City of Scottsdale. So there's a trail that actually people walk through here. Oh, by the way, over here we have what's called the gates. It's called the water gates. And they're old gates, and they actually open and close to use it to manage the water in Phoenix area. It's actually marked as a historical spot, and it's also used to manage the water system. Been for a long time. It's really they consider one of the top 10 things to see when you're in Phoenix. I wasn't impressed. It's just gates, but it's kind of neat. But what really made me sick is I was walking down there. I talked to even the Native Americans talked about the waters being polluted. I looked over there, and I should have done a video, but it doesn't really matter because you know this. It was so filthy. There was pop cans, trash can, junk, and just, you couldn't drink out of that dang water. The Native Americans could drink almost out of any water as long as there wasn't a lot of animals or things around it. You could not drink out of that water. Oh, it even smelled. So it is true, even Native Americans knew that these were the end of times in the beginning, because we are there. I mean, really, if you're not awake, I was just talking to this young gentleman who's sitting over there. He understood every word I said about decode your reality. We talked about NPC, soulless. We talked about how everybody's asleep. That gentleman sitting right there is awake. And he even said, I think 90% of people are asleep. He said they're caught into fleshly things. They're caught into the expensive cars, to the drinking, to the ladies' bodies, to all the things in flesh that even the Lord warns you about. Don't be stuck in the flesh, right? And all these people, and he was totally awake. I said, wow, that's a rarity, folks. That is a rarity to him, beyond completely awake. And, we talked about a little bit. I said, man, I don't know how to wake him up. And he said, like we know, he said, you'll never be able to wake him up. Some will not. They're so stuck in the flesh that they never see it. I told him, you got to get out of that Jack in the Box. He understood immediately. He said, yeah, I've heard a little bit about study that. I'm looking at these trees right here. There's a face in there. I don't know, maybe. Over here is where I had a dog before. And where was it? Don't make this too long. I'm starting breathing heavy because I've been walking. Yeah, oh my gosh, shouldn't believe the story. I've been attacked on these down the way like you've never seen. Yeah, right in here there was. I don't have my flashlight on my light on, but you can see that. See the faces in there? And then there's one up above. It's kind of interesting. You know what I mean? All right. And that's your angel architecture, spiritual world, communicating through the trees. Everything's alive, part of the universe. That whole thing, all right? So, all right. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Maybe I'll put some comments in there if you have any ideas about how you did, sir, about Jack in the Box. Get out of the box. Get out of the box. Even if you're Jill, we're gonna do this, okay? I'm hoping we can help some people with this. I hope that's what our mission is. But I told them no matter what happens, that I come with love, come with peace, and reflect that in the mirrors of who I am, the inner outer. I'm going to be with love and peace in the inner. And I'm hoping that my creator, our creator, keeps supporting me and does what I need to do, and that we do this mission. And however it works out, I'm sure it's going to be fine. Well, no, it's going to be fine. We just got to do this. And we can't be selfish in our behaviors and stuff like that. It's not about just saving our souls, because if we just save ourselves, then there again, we're just like these other people. Yes, you got to help yourself first, you help others, but hopefully we can help somebody on the way. Lead them to the right way. Lead them to the light. Lead them to the Creator. Let's get them out of this Jack in the Box, this box of this nastiness. This place is so bad. I want out too, like you've never seen. And there's our water fountain. All right, beautiful, isn't it? So I'm gonna relax, get comfortable here, and just dog with getting grounded. Get back to nature, get back to love, and just enjoy the sounds that are all around us, even the fountain. Not everything has to be visual. What's awesome about fountains, it's visual and also the sound. And that's what's neat. All right, God bless and love you all.